Hi, welcome to my channel Whiskeyjuice, where it's not about being perfect, it's about trying and getting better. I'm an advocate for physical and mental health as well as early childhood development. And this channel that I'm starting is another piece to my passion project. I don't want to keep this video too long. It's an introductory video. So I just want to land some points. I want to land my blog, www.walkaway.runtowards.com, where I go into a little bit more personal side of things, where I came from, the abuse and trauma that I survived, and how I went about my changes. And in that journey, I learned a lot. Also, I want to mention I have a wonderful photographer helping me out. John Vavrick, and actually on the wall there above good old Bob is a piece of John's work. I got it in plastic, if you can see the kind of the shiny. I'll probably frame it at some point, but right now it's up there on the wall in plastic. Tree of inspiration, I like to call it. Anyway, go to my blog and be inspired. My passion project started with fixing myself, or trying to fix myself, or beginning that journey of fixing myself, if you will. And so to do that, you have to be honest, and I had to be honest. I had to be honest about what mattered to me. I had to be honest about what I could do to better myself, what I had to stop doing. But then also I learned that people are more often than not a product of their upbringing. So then that leads us to early childhood development. And I did not have a good one, and neither did my siblings. And there's a lot of people out there that didn't have very good childhood development. And to me, from what I've learned, it's kind of an epidemic, and it's kind of a big deal. And it bothers me that there's not more people focusing on it. So I want to be part of a community, whether we're starting it or if I can merge into one. I want people to jump in on the comments. If there's people that maybe want to reach out and we can come up with something, make podcasts, team up and make videos. I have creative ways that I'm going to do this, whether or not people want to help me, but I would love to have people jump in and help. You can go onto my blog and see how to reach me there. Or you can try to leave comments and whatnot below this channel. I do work full-time, so I won't be able to put videos out. Probably, it's a work in progress, but I'm not in a hurry. Again, this is now my hobby for the rest of my life. I'm very much committed to humanity. I am a high empath, and I'm tired of seeing people abused. I'm tired of seeing people not caring for their own health and mental development. So anyway, I don't want this video to go too long, but I do want to point out a huge problem right now. I'm going to try to run through this. But part of the problem, leaders set the tone. And when I look at our country's leaders, I don't think they're following the Constitution. Let me know in the comments below if you think they are. But I feel like we have a big problem here. So let's go over it real quick. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Well, Bob back here helped me break this down, and let's talk about a more perfect union. That's supposed to be to help keep the country together as one. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that's happening. In fact, they slander and incite us to be violent on each other. The media, they have no control over the media. They don't have no control over themselves. Look at Biden and how he slandered Kyle Rittenhouse before he even went to trial. I'm still waiting to see, isn't he supposed to get in trouble for that? How are you allowed to do that as a leader? Makes no sense. And we could go off on a tangent, but I'm not going to go there. I got to move on. Establish justice. Provide laws and punishments in a fair manner. Don't think that's happening. And we open the door with blaming bartenders for other people getting drunk. Well, that's just a small example. If I choose to go get hammered, it shouldn't be the bartender's fault for trying to figure out how hammered I am. That's one example, but let's move on. Provide for the common defense. Oh, I'm sorry, we skipped one. Right? Ensure domestic tranquility. The government is supposed to be committed to keep peace within America's borders. A lot of these can tie into each other. Our government's not committed to keeping peace in our borders. In fact, they're letting people cross the border without following policy and procedure. Anyway, let's move on. Now, provide for the common defense. Ability to defend the rights and lives of the citizens of the U.S., not doing that. Promote the general welfare. Indicates issues such as poverty, housing, food, and other economic and social welfare issues are supposed to be a concern for the government. Well, if that's a concern, then we need to focus on family structure, health, and mental development. I could go off on a tangent, but we're focusing on so many things other than health and mental development. That's my problem. Last line, secure the blessings of liberty. The irony of this last line is that means you're supposed to follow the Constitution. It means the people made the Constitution, and it is the people that give it power. When I break down these definitions, our government is not doing this. I feel like we, the people, could come together and recreate. We could a Million Man March and say, hey, let's start caring about health and mental development. If everything is about we, the people, and doesn't that mean we need to focus about health and mental development? That means we should stop slandering. That means we should stop trying to do insider trading. We should stop trying to manipulate the system for our own benefit. Anyway, I think you know where I'm going with this. So, thank you for listening to that. I just want to bring it back down that while that's a giant problem and it's not going anywhere time soon, it's an indicator of more and more people are going to be abused. More and more people are going to be taken advantage of. And that brings us right back into my passion project. We need to encourage each other to be healthy. We need to encourage each other to be honest and stop entertaining toxic people. If somebody doesn't want to be honest with you, if somebody wants to abuse you or lie, don't feed into it. Move on. Learn to be strong. It might suck to be single when you're not used to it, and it might suck if you're from an abusive family because you just want that desire. But once you understand and learn how to make yourself happy, like good old Bob Ross back here, or like myself, you can learn to enjoy life. Don't depend on others to make you happy. Depend on yourself to make you happy. Anyway, thank you for listening. That's it, I guess, for my channel. www.walkawayruntowards.com is my blog. Again, John Vavrick has some great photography and creativity in there. Comment below what you think, and see you next time.